And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta as the initiative. We're going to confirm some assignments. We're working slowly to add bits into India. I think we might be able to do that merger. I'm not less sure. Yeah, let's confirm assignments. I believe we're about to have a space battle. Although we're going to get the alarm. And then we're going to do probably try to do an intercept. There's space science, so that's good. There's the next faction presence, tech. Okay. Hold up with energy. Yeah. So I'm a little tempted to do Matryoshka. That's 15. We'll hold off a little bit so we can at least finish the space science research. Okay. App in halves, orbitals. So we just did the space, got the space upgrade, so we want to do upgrade here. Yeah.
Offering support.
I think the alarm is soon. You're going up to the moon one last time, I think.
Mission aborted.
Feel that the alien guessed that we were following it. Okay, that's rapid landing, so they're inserting another alien. That's the last site on the moon. And our inbound alien, we get the alarm on the 15th. They will arrive on the 6th of May. Less than a month until we have a fight.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Violence is abating.
Conspiracy theories. We can ignore it, we can shape the narrative, or we can fan the flames because we're in the initiative. We'll fan the flames.
Things are cooling off.
Let's turn that influence into investment funding. Okay, where do I want you to go? What do I want more of? Well, exotics, but you can't go mine exotics. The next thing is probably radioactives. Prospecting. I think we worked out, though. Although we did find some... Although that's closed up. So that's gonna get you shot up by some aliens. Oh, they're not mining there, but they control the site. Fair enough. Yeah, that's, where are you? Carbonaceous, stony hybrid, awfully close to another asteroid, so I have a feeling you're part of, like, the Jupiter system. That might be... I think that's too close to Jupiter. I think that's gonna aggro the aliens. Yeah. We're not quite... Well, what'll just happen is we'll start flying out there and then we'll get intercepted by the... an alien fleet will just come blow that one ship up. Okay, so we're not getting more radioactives at the moment. What about nobles? So that's Jupiter, 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 Jupiter. Carmine's probably Jupiter. Callisto's still Jupiter. Europa's Jupiter. Ganymede. Callisto. And we're getting pretty low. We're about to jump into the 4s here, and these are still, I think, all... Iggenborg here might be an asteroid. Might be able to hit. Yeah, that would be an appropriate target, I think. Iggenborg, not even that far of a burn. Now, granted, we need fuel to get back, so that's not going to work. We're going to have to take a slower burn out there. And it is running away from us at the moment, which is not super ideal. Burn like a 42 Delta V burn. Yeah, so that's going to be what we're burn. 20 weeks. 20 weeks is not bad.
Without an ozone layer to protect us from ultraviolet light, life on our planet would never have developed in the first place. Chancellor Li Qingzao, lecturer at Tsinghua University.
At least not life is the way we think about it. Is potentially important to note that the ozone layer... I think the ozone layer, as we think of it nowadays, actually postdates life. Just to confuse people. So life on the planetary surface, I believe, benefits pretty heavily from the ozone layer, whereas oceanic, like phytoplankton, didn't really need the ozone layer, because the ocean does pretty good UV protection as well. And it's important to note that ozone, or at least ozone layer ozone, is actually generated by oxygen being hit with UV light. So with no oxygen in the environment, you would have no ozone. And because most of the planetary oxygen, atmospheric at least, is made by life, that implies that life made the ozone layer. So, might be a little bit of a chicken egg problem where, like, yeah, obviously the ozone layer actually postdates life. It's why we have life on the surface, however, because the ocean would have protected it for that. But yeah, ultraviolet combat lasers. I think we're working towards plasma next, the improved plasma batteries. And I'm maybe not really caring about how quickly we do that. And that might be the last thing I really care about. Once we have the improved plasma batteries, I can just let them have control for a bit. Well, actually no, I'll probably want antimatter containment. So we can do some antimatter mining on Mercury at some point. But yeah. Electrostatic plasma confinement. I think we need both of these for the improved plasma batteries. Yeah, magnetic plasma and electrostatic. That goes in an advanced. Okay, and the advanced doesn't really need anything particularly special above and beyond what we've got. Well, except for exotics. So yeah, we'll start with electrostatic, because that's the cheaper of the two. We'll turn that speed up to try to keep control of that slot. Especially because we know what we're going to replace it with. Right, we just replace it with the other one if it completed before arrival governance. Okay. And I suppose station-wise, we're doing the upgrade on one of these right now. It shows a 2-star while I'm doing the upgrade. Yeah, it does. So we've got the upgrade going there. We're researching the upgrade for you. So I should probably get that upgrade underway. And we're researching the upgrade for you. So we'll get that upgrade underway. So Xeno, energy, military. So there's the military, there's the Xeno, and I haven't done on the energy one. There we go. Oh, I can check tier. Empty spot in tier 3. Do I have? No, I don't have the emphasized one yet. So let's check it. Okay. So we got 3. Well, we got 3 new ones upgrading, so we can try to have the bases ready for when the labs are ready for the upgrades. So we get the science quicker. Ultraviolet laser battery. We'll set that as a favorite. That's lower priority. Arc. Ah, okay. We need phasers. We really don't need the arcs and the normals. Although maybe on the batteries. Okay, take you there. So we want 207 to meet you. They arrive May 6th, 2038, and 11:38. We would meet them 10 minutes later. If they wanted to disengage, they could disengage. But they may not want to disengage because they're going to probably want to do their landing. So that's our rendezvous with the victor. 529. 23 ships versus 7. So it'll be a full fleet-on-fleet engagement. That's not the fleet-on-fleet engagement we want. The aliens are not waiting for us to intercept their landing group. Okay, let's cancel that or burn. Can I probably can. Although we'll run into the problem of what we're going to do about fuel. I'm going to try to juke the aliens here. Yeah, so they're going to get here in 6.4. So in theory, I can just burn to someplace else. And they're going to struggle to follow. Although, they'll probably just do a different burn and catch up quickly enough. We'll see if we can juke them this way. The answer is probably no. No. I don't think we're winning this fight. Even if I macro this fight, I don't think we're going to win this fight. This is mostly missiles. We're going to hit accept. And I'm going to attempt to auto-resolve this. We're going to see who wins. We do a bunch of damage. We actually do destroy a few, but we do lose the battle. Okay, so the aliens are going to successfully land on the Earth.
Recon complete.
And they've taken my manufacturing facility for spaceships. So yeah, no way we're getting that replaced in time. The aliens have achieved their landing. My welcoming party was destroyed before it got to welcome the correct party. Oh, I suppose you'd be a person to be decent to pick up more investigate on. Yeah, we probably want more command on you. Tempted to go security, but no, command. And then you're actually not very interesting to investigate on because we've got only investigate counselor. Probably more espionage than you. It might be worth saving up at this point for the abilities. Okay. And then I think we've been all the way around, yeah. Okay, let's... It obviously not going to be in time to... in time to stop the aliens from landing, but we can go ahead and get the replacement space station going. So we're going to want at least one farm, at least one battle station to defend the place. And we might as well go full fancy tier 3 space works at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have enough power for 8, so we only have 7. 7 space perks. So there's gonna be a little bit of funny numbers trying to build stuff, but that's what we're gonna have to deal with for the moment. Okay. So we will see where the aliens land. Honestly, depending upon where they land, we might just let them be there for the moment. As weird as that sounds.
Headed there now.
Ready for orders. On the way to the target site.
Stop your hypocritical hand-wringing. You think only of the minor threat at the time I quashed it, and not of the insurmountable threat it would have become had I not. Colonel Hans Castile, during a war crime strike.
Okay, so they went magnetic plasma confinement, which we do also want. Okay. At which point we might be very happy with just letting them do whatever they want in the globals. And just focusing on projects with those 3 done.
Offering assistance.
Automated Alpha's core. Luna complete. Okay.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Things are stabilizing.
Ultraviolet laser cannon. Okay. Arc laser cannon. Okay, 18th of May with you. Again, I did Taiwan here, which is a screw up. Rather be friend with China over Taiwan. Okay, we need 15 days before we can federate with you. Tenth of August.
Violence is abating.
There's Victor 529. Alien warships land on Earth. The aliens appear to have moved to the next stage of their plan for Earth. This is no midnight visitations or surreptitious abductions. This is open declaration that they are here, that they are powerful. We believe they are preparing to deploy an army of alien war machines. Our visitors have dispensed with all attempts at subterfuge and arrived on Earth in mass, in plain sight, conspicuously well armed. Whether this is a show of force is intended to be a deterrent, or is but the vanguard of full-scale invasion, may well depend on humanity's response to it. They landed uncomfortably close. UFO landing in Syria. Okay. Only one problem. I don't think we can get there, because the armies that I do have... we got one army in New Delhi, 2 in Djibouti. And I think that might be enough to jump them on the landing fields. Okay, we'll try. Oh, I only control one of these two. Because the resistance controls the other one. Fair enough. Okay, so I've got 2 armies. 2 armies, unless someone else comes to help, is not going to be enough. So we're probably not going to successfully get this dealt with on the landing fields. In which case, they're going to have Syria.
Here's what we found.
And probably other stuff will flip
Mission
to them
is
as
a
well.
no-go.
Victor 529 is appearing to be destroyed by Romeo 57. Yeah, Resistance manages to resist the rest of Romeo 529, other than what landed. I'm hoping there's a way, like, through the Suez Canal or something to get there quickly.
Let's see what we can see.
See what we can
Where
see.
to? Headed there now.
Yoders?
I suppose there is a small % chance you could just roll up and be like, solo the landing. I don't think that's a particularly feasible option. 6% chance they just solo the landing site. Yeah, no. Don't think that's... We're not going to take that swing. That's too crazy. Just a little too crazy. You know, depending on what the hunting site is, like, that was our territory. We had all the bonuses to investment in missions. we'd probably be getting a little more decent of a swing. Maybe still not enough to do it in one swing, but... Yeah, confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Operational misdirection, we'll want that. We're going to need all those techs at this point, I think, to sneak our space defense fleets we need for Mars and Earth into orbit.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Regime change in Brazil.
The
Okay.
situation remains chaotic.
That's the opposite of what we were supposed to be doing. Okay, what's the pathing duration to get over 15 days? Okay, not too bad. Again, I'm not sure we're gonna win this fight.
We found something.
Here's what we found.
We found something.
Oh, that might have been the materials one. That was probably the materials one. No, that's the materials one. Space. It's the space one. Space. I'll just copy something from the top of that and do the same thing. Executive of a battle station, right? Yeah. Do I have a... Well, I didn't upgrade a farm, or if it... Was there a farm here? I don't think there was a farm here. No, so there's the 5 space, the power plants, so you're actually going to become a farm. And then we want a solar farm, so we can support an admin tower. We got a battle station in. And then I suppose what's left is going to go to communication hubs for more influence. Yeah. Oh, of course, we slowed our research down doing that, so people are threatening to take control of choices. I can back off on this one to try to give us a bit more space. Yeah. Of course, as those labs get done, we'll go faster. So that's going to be the trade-off there. Let's see. We'll see if we can keep control. Better at Myanmar. Okay.
At your service. We'll turn down the heat.
Reporting in. Work in the public. Heading to the capital.
Ready to go.
Wait, where's your public campaign? I know I haven't tried a public campaign for a while for you. Did I have... I had probably one of his public or persuasion orgs, and I took his persuasion orgs off. Whoops. There's public campaign, so there's a 1-star public campaign. That would fix it. Of course, I have to find a spare slot to make that a fix. You know, I just want public campaign, that'll be fine. So you do national policy,
On my way
actually
to the
set
capital.
you
What's the
public
op?
campaign, because you can public campaign.
We must
Although
persuade
I want you
the
to public
people.
campaign in... not China. Not Taiwan. Public campaign. Iran. There we go.
We'll make our appeal.
Okay. We're going to confirm assignments. We're going to let time pass. I think our troops will arrive in Syria, and we'll find out whether we got... The 2 armies alone is going to probably not be enough, but we'll find out. We're going to find out the hard way. Alien armies detected on Earth. 4 of an army of alien soldiers and war machines in the Damascus region emerging for the UFO that recently landed there. Their forces appear small now, but as rapidly building up strength, it's likely they will never be this vulnerable again.
Offering support.
Yeah, they already recovered. We're not taking that fight. That fight's Fubar. That fight's Fubar. Why can't I cancel the movement here? Because I can't. We're too far along. Okay. I'll have to pull out measly as soon as we land.
Order is returning.
Oh, because we're blockaded. So we got stuck transit. Okay, that's a problem. Who are we at war with besides the aliens? The aliens just that strong at sea? The non-existent aliens have sea dominancy. Okay.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
What was that? That was the... Syria is... Jordan is Exodus controlled. Can I get request for motion through Jordan? No. Iraq's definitely no. Maybe Turkey. Trying to figure out how to get my forces out of a bad spot. No, like I suppose we go into Israel. That's gonna get me out of the way, but not far out of the way. Oh, and Israel's at war with them, so. Yep, I think we're about to lose those 2 armies.
The people will come to our side.
Order is returning.
Policy direction complete.
And the alien administration is not interested in peace. At least not for now. Seek Federation of Myanmar.
Reporting in. Investigating alien site.
Standing by.
Ready for my mission. Offering counsel.
Okay. So I don't think we're going to win against the alien, although I can do as much damage as
I'm
I
here.
can try to do a bunch of
Acknowledged.
damage. Oh, you're the Indian army. The Chinese army is the one that's more damaged. Okay.
Where to?
Where do you need me?
At your service. Where to?
Ready to go.
Standing by for orders. We'll turn down the heat.
Okay. Term assignments, let some time pass.
Offering support.
Offering counsel.
We've moved the needle.
Things are stabilizing.
Violence is abating.
Yeah, we could use
I
humanity
brought you
first,
on board,
actually trying to
Doctor,
defend itself a
because
little bit
I
better.
believe you're the only one who can pull this off. The good news is that, if I'm wrong, there'll be no one left to tell me about it.
There'll be no one left to tell me
Commander
about it.
Fiona, I...
Okay, so we really don't care about nursing confinement fusion. We're gonna, well, we may want it at some point for fusion engines, but no, we're not in a rush to that done. Magnetic plasma, again, this is the other one for improved plasma cannons. So if we can keep control of those two, we'll be happy. In fact, at this point, I don't really need control. I could give up control. Like, yeah, it's tempting to maybe go into the heavy pulsed and then into antimatter stuff. Alright. I don't need that control. Well, definitely don't need all three. I can prioritize a little bit more on our own stuff.
Recon complete.
Okay.
What's the op?
So soon we might have the capacity to, once again, build ships.
Turning up the heat.
Ready to go. Targeting the opposition.
Although I might delay that just a little bit to get the last couple of techs I need for some truly monstrous, although maybe not very mobile ships.
Offering assistance.
Offering assistance.
Crackdown complete.
Order is returning.
3G, so a little bit more science.
Things are cooling off.
There's the Xenoscience Institute complete. Let's get better, a little bit better at playing dead in space, yes. Convince the aliens that we are in fact defeated in space. So they leave us alone. And the Endman Tower. And then we'll want the solar farms. We're gonna need the Skunk Works, but we just need the Skunk Works for Power Station. Agri Complex, enough power to support that. And in theory, we've got enough leftover power after that to. Oh, I suppose that might not include the 33U. I'll run it a little bit more conservative. We'll run 3 communication hubs and a couple quarters. There we go. That should probably power up. There's the Material Science Institute. Or the Military Science Institute. Which, of course, when that's done, that'll give us faster military research. Yeah, I think I want the phaser cannon on the Titan. So the question is, which of the two do I research first? We're going to cannon first. Because I can shove the cannon on a smaller ship if we're desperate to get it deployed quicker. And then, of course, back up to the Habs. Over to the military one, which is you. Upgrade the Agri Complex, upgrade the Admin Tower. The Military Science Lab should just be solar at this point, so... Okay, so we already had an Agri Complex, already had an Admin... Well, we're upgrading the Admin Tower to the Tier 2. We'll want a Battle Station... Probably another solar farm, and do the rest as communication hubs for the influence. Speaking of influence,
We're in control here.
get back into control in Myanmar. they actually fighting each other? In battle... No, I think they're occupying the region. Not fighting each other. They're fighting the region, so what's going on? Okay.
We'll see what we can find.
Acknowledged. We'll recon the site.
Ready to go. Investigating alien site.
There'll be even more research. And then hopefully those labs kick in quick enough, so we can get quite a bit of research done soon.
I will help them.
No, I don't need to continue to
help
beat
them.
that in China, because we're not trying to support the Chinese army against them anymore, because they've been destroyed. Alien administration founded. The aliens have carved a nation out of the former territory of Syria, though human politicians there... through human politicians there, the new alien nation is presenting itself to the world as a unifying force capable of solving Earth's problems. With the aliens as the power behind the throne, the nation appears invulnerable to the usual attempts to assume political control. Crackdowns, purges, and coups simply will not succeed. Only internal rebellion and outright invasion has a chance of removing the aliens from power. The armies of the alien administration have conquered Syria, but it may rise again. Yeah, so very stable at the moment, because alien armies are very effective in totalitarian states of suppressing unrest. Although apparently... Oh, one's already moved over to Tel Aviv. One has already left the province, which has lowered the stability of the province, but we shall see. Cohesion's still pretty good for the moment. It's not gonna stay there, but we shall see.
Things are stabilizing. Here's what we found.
Rapid response teams. We'll probably want that at some point.
We found something.
Mission aborted.
Okay, that's expanding. Wasn't the Melanesian states, mine? Micronesian states, I guess, I think. Or it ended... It rivaled. Ah. Okay. Well, we might as well ally with China and India. I suppose if we are desperate, we are nuclear armed. I have the bomb. I just prefer not to use it, even if it is to get rid of the alien armies. Although I'm half surprised that the Humanity First has not launched the Israeli bomb. The Israelis do have one bomb, and there are 3 alien armies there, waiting to be bombed.
Your orders?
Okay, priority list, or policy list. We can get Federation with Afghanistan. Seek pace, I don't think they're on board with. Although if they are on board with it, I'll accept it. That's definitely something I'm willing to contemplate. I guess the democracy is still too high. That probably means I need to back off the unity here, which we could probably do, and then just invest the same amount into government instead. Okay, try that.
We'll make things safe.
Ready for my mission. We'll restore peace to this nation.
At your service. Telling our story.
Where to? The people will rise.
Standing by for orders. I will tell our story.
Offering assistance.
Nuclear launch underway, so as I suspected, the Humanity First would rather launch it than lose it. Israel, under the control of Humanity First, is launching a nuclear strike on the enemies of Tel Aviv. While the attack is limited to enemy targets in the region, it will still cause significant damage to the local economy and civilian population. And yes, the aliens have lost one of their 3 armies, destroyed in the bombardment. Prior to the fall of Israel.
Order is returning.
The revolution is coming.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Things are cooling off.
Breakthrough. Knowledge priority, boost priority, mission control priority, off-Earth mining. Ships build faster, and damage control repair teams repair 5% faster. This is tempting, but we're going to go with the space resources. And that finishes the Energy Institute. Okay. So we've done materials, we've done space, did energy, we got life. And info left to do. Let's get started on life. It also looks like that may have finished up arrival governance. So we'll get a choice there. This is probably on pause. Okay, 1. Whoops, I need the bell station anyway. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Upgrade the agriculture complex and the solar farms. And we're actually short power, so we're going to need another solar power farm. Yeah, let's run one more, and then communications and the rest of the empty spaces.
All the old boundaries, the stratified lines of power, have been exposed as a fragile fiction by the aliens. Rights and authorities are awash. But we cannot forget that a person's daily struggles are only compounding. In this dangerous time, they still need food, medical care, and assurance that their labors will be meaningfully rewarded. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee addressing the Association of Southeast Asian Nations.
So that's rival governance completed. I suppose one of the other ones we will want at some point is Accelerado. Per capita GDP being an additional 2%, which is tempting. And interplanetary politics, which is independent habs, yeah. Targeted by electrical warfare, if we're doing assassinations on the aliens. Let's do antimatter confinement. Maybe not the best time to do that because we're doing a different energy one. Although we are locked in on control the other one, so we can slow that one down. Global ambitions, okay. Policymaker behavioral analysis, okay. Focused national research, that'll be nice. Let's go to the lab. Orbital labs, we'll probably do that one. Yeah, because we are... what? Still getting about half our science from globals. Moving to the Queta region. It's, where? Cairo. I assume it's warning that me because that's one of mine. Way to India. Okay, so they're coming to India. Where's my launch button? Nation is at war. Okay. It's been a while since I've had to launch, you see. I guess, it might not be an applicable target location. No navies, and you're blockaded. Those of you who remember where the button is are probably like screaming at me. A little sorry. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to wait until they land, based on the fact that I don't know where I need to drop it. I know I'm able to shoot it if they're in my territory. I might not just be able to shoot it because they're, in like Israel or whatever. Although I suppose at the end of the day, Queta is not the worst of places to blow up. I gotta blow a place up. It's not the biggest of our regions. Pretty far down the list, as far as India is concerned.
Ready.
Okay. I think that's a good place to put a part break in. I think we may be launching some atomic weapons on the next part to stop the alien invasion of India. I might need to launch all of them. I think the combined...
Standing by for orders.
Combined Chinese... Chinese and Indian forces probably can take one on. Especially defensively. So we got 9 armies against 2 in a defensive situation. Although those are like 8 strength armies, so I probably do need to get rid of one of them. Probably take a 1, not 2. Anyway, we've got 4 barrages, so that shouldn't be implausible to do. So we'll deal with that in the next part. Probably... Oh, there's the nuke button, now that we can see it. Nuclear strike package is available to your order. You may target any region belonging to the current war enemies. Okay, so I just shot it earlier. We may have been able to be a little bit more effective with it. We'll do terrible and lasting damage to the targeted region, destroying any enemy army and all space facilities, and will surely be seen with horror around the globe. Yeah, so we're going to lose the Quetta space station, but 1 MC is probably worth the destruction of 2 alien armies. And then probably with that'll be the destruction of the alien navy, and then we can go on the naval attack, maybe attempting to liberate Syria and Israel. We shall see. That'll be the next part. If you're watching on YouTube, that will be up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. This is going to be a 5-parter night, so we're going to record 1 more hour-long portion after a short break. I'm going to go replace the drink because I'm about to make my drink disappear. So I'll be back as soon as the drink's replaced. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. And bye for now.